Welcome to the Nest postgame show. After a massive 62-24 win, Albany over Billings in what was meant to be the game of the year, but Albany put a kibosh on that as quick as possible. And today we have one of the stars of tonight's game, defensive back Mike Lee. Mike, big game for you and the rest of the defense holding Billings, one of the top scoring offenses in the league, to 24 points. Talk about the game and being able to hold them down tonight.
It all started at practice. We all knew what we wanted to do. What we came to do is stand on business. So we watching them the last two games. We see they was putting up a lot of points. So we felt like they was gonna come up in here and give us, some competition. Safe to say, we came out with the dub.
Oh yeah, so I mean, right from the get-go, you guys get up 21-0, and just defensive play after defensive play. Trey Wortham's interception, and right on the first drive, kind of took the wind out of the sails, and then a couple of turnovers on downs. Talk about that bend but don't break. You get third down, fourth down. Talk about making those plays. The ones that don't really show up in the score box or show up in a highlight reel, but you make those plays to keep it down.
We know it's gonna be a tough game. It's an offensive lead, so points is gonna get scored. But as long as we're in the right position, Coach CC, Coach House, they put us in the right position to make plays, and Trey was in a wonderful position to catch that interception. I would have, prayed he scored, but at the end of the day, we got the ball, and offense took care of the rest.
How impressive has he been as a rookie?
Oh, he's been pretty impressive.
Yeah.
Each and every game you're gonna make mistakes.
Mm.
As long as you learn from the mistakes and take it to the next game and continue to be consistent,
Mm-hmm.
you're gonna play out cool.
Yourself, I had you with 3 pass breakups, and again, it goes from 1st and 10 to 2nd and 10, whatever it is. But those plays make a big difference the more you go on. Talk about being able to follow the receivers around and make the play, get your hands in, make those plays when you have to.
It's just coming to being a ball player, and also can't leave my coaches out, Coach Hobbs and Cisse. They just put us in the right position just to make plays, and they couldn't go out there and play for us. They only could put us in the right positions for us to go out there and make the plays for ourselves.
Was there any discussion from Coach Cisse in terms of how physical to play tonight? Because you guys just actually both home games. I can't speak for the road games, so I wasn't there.
Yeah.
But the home games, you guys are supremely physical, and I feel like that's something you talk about going into it.
I feel like we know to be physical.
Yeah.
We all have that mindset. We gotta start physical, play physical, and play fast. Every time we, start not physical, teams end up scoring in the first 10 plays. But tonight, we came out and we was physical from the start.
Yeah.
Yeah, in the last couple of games on the road, you guys had some slow starts offensively and defensively. But the home games, not so much. I mean, again, getting out to a 21-0 lead. What's the feeling on the bench when it's like, we're up 3 touchdowns. We didn't know if that was going to happen, but damn, we're up 3 touchdowns pretty early.
As a team, we know we are good. We just haven't played at our full potential yet. Every game we play, we beating teams by a lot, but we have a lot of mistakes.
Yeah.
So I feel like when we do get to our full potential, it's gonna be scary. But right now, we taking it one game at a time.
Yeah, I agree. I mean, I think you've seen glimpses of it. I would say like the first quarter was probably your high water mark, as they say. But you're right. There's other times in the game where it's like, man, if we can just not do that ever, you're gonna be very difficult to beat.
Right.
Yeah.
And when I look at obviously defense is a big part of it, but I think special teams, kind of sometimes gets overlooked. But today, a lot of big plays. Drew Singleton on the fumble recovery on the ball off the net. Henry with another deuce. I think that's 5 or 6 at least already this year.
He banked it in too.
He banked it in. The onside kick. Where he got it. Drew got it out as well. Kind of defense and special teams goes hand in hand. Talk about those guys and being able to make those plays and add more possessions for you guys to be able to put up 62 tonight.
It always start with special team. Special team, the first people on the field to get the action started.
Yep.
So if we let them get 20, 30 yards, then the defense probably come out, a little, I ain't gonna say down, but we know we on our heels.
Right.
But if we like today, everything started fast. you need the three keys to win a championship: offense, defense, and special teams. So
Yes, sir.
Can't have one without the other.
can't have one without the other. So I think the defense, special teams played a big part tonight, and I think we need to just take this energy on to next week.
I wanted to also, because I didn't want to forget them, the defensive line, Harold in the middle, making life miserable and all that. A couple of sacks as well tonight. Just talk about how they help you in terms of, hey, I only have to cover for like a few seconds because those guys are right on the quarterback, in 2 seconds.
Oh yeah, the front, they always gonna do their job. They know we got their back just like they got our front. As long as we, stay on our mans and doing what we supposed to do, they're gonna have fun up there in the sack party.
Yeah.
Let's say.
Yeah.
Have a sack party. But Zeke, Love,
Zeke, yes, of course, yeah.
like all them guys up there, they are some amazing guys on and off the field. So I'm glad to play with them guys.
Definitely, yeah, and we, like I said, we were watching the defense, and I was like, it's got to be a defense player tonight. We're going to talk to his player or team of the game. It definitely was the defense.
I think we decided it like at halftime. Let's get Mike. Like,
yeah, he's been
Yeah.
all over the field,
Yeah.
not getting it done. The whole thing. I wanted to ask real quick also. With the teams being obviously 1 and 2 in the league coming in, and the stuff from last year with the championship and this and that. Some really chippy play, obviously a little bit of a fight, fights breaking down, that kind of thing. For one, talk about, kind of what happens in those situations, but also how you can go, okay, the fight's over. Let's get back to business.
I mean, it'd be heated moments during the game, especially when a team getting beat by a lot.
yeah.
Their
That's true.
energy is gonna come off as negative, so they can try to make us do some things for us to get flagged. So I think that played a part in us feeding into the energy. I feel like if we don't feed into that energy, a fight wouldn't have happened.
So let me ask you to change the subject a little bit. Is this orange uniform your favorite combo?
Yeah.
Yeah.
It definitely makes a fashion statement.
No, it's
I
awesome.
will say that.
It looks like we took pictures and videos and things of that nature. They look even better on film.
Yeah.
So
All right. Mike Lee, our player of the game tonight after a 62-24 win. Mike, thank you for coming on, man.
Thanks for having me.